I'm Abby.
And I'm Amy. And this is the AA meeting. Okay, Michael Jackson. Episode 11.
I know.
My goodness, this is my lucky number, which means that it's going to be a good episode, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to jinx anything.
Just
but
throw it out there.
Yeah, just put that out there.
All right. Well, episode 11. How crazy.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah. We're back.
Back in Sydney.
We're back, baby. Yeah.
If you're watching, this is the background we know and love.
Yeah,
with some adjustments.
Some adjustments every week.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to spice up the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep it fresh.
Some people have noticed, some people have not.
Or just don't care, maybe.
Exactly. Or just listen.
Yeah. Well, that too. If you're listening, hello, how are you? ASMR.
So we're... bites the mic.
Wow, that was really good.
Thanks. So yeah, we're back in Sydney and things are a bit different, but we're excited to see how it goes. Don't know how we feel about being back here.
Not yet, no.
Haven't really made a decision about how we feel actually.
No, it's like 500 degrees in Sydney, so I can't think straight at the moment.
Yeah,
it's
me neither.
So hot.
And also... everything just looks like a tip at the moment. We're halfway through unpacking everything and it's just...
You're halfway. I haven't started. It's been dumped in the corner and I haven't thought about it.
It's very overwhelming. So, all right. Well, should we just roll?
The intro.
The motherfucking intro.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Roll the intro, ladies.
Welcome to my up home. I'm Lil Shorty, these my hoes. This is how we run this shit. Piss Olympics, let's go.
All right, so we're back.
Back in the land of Sydney.
Back in Sydney.
Sid.
Sid.
Everyone needs a Sid. And this is where we are. So, back in Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a journey to get here.
It was quite the journey.
So we drove.
We did drive. We drove back from the Gold Coast on Saturday. Well, we drove
Saturday morning, yeah.
Saturday morning from the Gold Coast to Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
And then we drove Newcastle to Sydney yesterday.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that. That was me throwing.
I know, and I can't catch it at the moment. I'm not ready.
We'll get used to it. She'll be right.
Definitely.
It's just the feng shui or whatever.
Yeah, the feng shui is not going this way.
Not yet, but it will. Yeah. It will soon.
So the drive was interesting.
Interesting's a good word, yeah.
Yeah.
It was 7 hours from the Gold Coast to Newcastle.
Yes.
Which is about 6 hours too long for us. In like the, what do you reckon, 4th, 5th hour, delirium set in.
Yeah. Full blown delirious.
Yeah. Everything was hilarious. Everything was comedic gold.
Yeah, we started to get to the point where we were actually throwing, well, not we, sorry, just me. We were throwing fruit and vegetables out the window.
That sounds terrible and is illegal. That's not full fruit and vegetables. Just imagine.
A watermelon.
Pecking watermelons out the window on the freeway.
No. Okay, it was just a carrot and a banana, but it was the funniest thing in the entire way.
That's illegal, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
It's compost.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Surely it's okay.
And it went into the bush.
And we were doing it in a safe way. We were in like the lane where like it wasn't going to hit a car or anything. You know what I mean?
But yeah, it just got to the point where anything that was said or done was funny.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we had a good drive, like a lot of singing.
A lot of singing.
Yeah.
A lot of
chatting.
Yeah.
A lot of silence.
A fair bit of silence, actually.
You can only spend so long with someone.
You run out of things to talk about. You really
I'm kidding.
do.
No, we're pretty good. Like we pretty much chatted the whole time.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
I don't know if you guys have noticed, we don't actually shut up. So
yeah, I know. You can never get chicks to shut up. Where's that from?
She's a man.
She's a man. Very good. But yeah, so no, we're pretty good. We just don't stop talking to each other the whole time.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
For a holiday.
Oh, that must be nice.
Go on.
But yeah, so drive was really interesting. We drove to Newcastle
for
the hottest 100.
Hottest 100. So we drove back on Saturday and stopped at Newcastle because Saturday was Hottest 100 day.
Yeah, the Hottest 100. So if you don't know, it's like a thing that a radio station called Triple J do every year. So all the songs that come out in that previous year are kind of all put into this website, a voting system. People vote for like 10 songs that they think they like love and whatever.
Yeah, their favourite 10 songs of the year.
Yeah, and so then they obviously add up the votes and do a countdown from 100 down to number one, the number one song of the year.
And it's huge in Australia. Like it's a big deal. Yeah. Hottest 100. So we stopped in Newcastle to celebrate that.
So we get to this Hottest 100 party in Newcastle.
Yeah. We knew 2 people. There was a couple we'd met once before.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Ages ago.
Yeah.
So we only knew like 2. One of the hosts, it was like at his house, and the host girlfriend.
Yeah, the host girlfriend's like our best friend.
Yeah.
So that was it.
And
Newcastle is out of the Greater Sydney zone.
Yeah.
So they have like a whole different like a lot of restrictions than Sydney does. So they could have around 50 people and all this other stuff. So it was a good pit stop.
It was a good pit stop. Because Abby and I had been delirious for about 4 hours already leading up to this party.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty safe to say that we kind of stole the show.
We just figured we don't know anyone. So like, and we're probably not going to see anyone again.
No.
So
I don't think they'll want
free
to.
Zone.
Yeah. So we stopped on the way at like the Bottle-O.
Yeah.
Naturally. And Kmart because it was like 500 degrees.
Hot, yeah.
So hot. And we were like, they don't have a swimming pool. We need a pool. We'll go buy like a blow up one and just rock up to this party. We don't know anyone.
And just sit in a blow up pool. Like,
with our own pool.
Cool. Yeah.
But turns out Kmart was all out of pools because it's so hot, I guess, everyone.
Sold out.
Yeah. And that was the second one we like tried too because our friend had a look at one for us. Anyway, so we ended up purchasing a kiddie. It was like a pool, but it's supposed to be used as a ball pit.
It was a kiddie inflatable pool.
Designed for 2-year-olds.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed Abby and I are not 2 anymore. So it was quite small, on the smaller side.
Yeah, it was a little bit squishy for 2 people.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So there was like we were at this party, we didn't know anyone. Everyone's standing around drinking, having a great time. There are just these 2 randoms in the middle.
Oh no!
Sitting
but
in a pool.
we like rock up to the party.
Oh, sorry.
Case of cruisers in one hand, a kiddie inflatable pool in the other.
Yep.
Oh, not to mention this pool did come with 50 inflatable ball things.
Ball, thanks.
But yeah, so we rocked up to the party, didn't know anyone, and we just thought, you know what, let's just spice things up a little bit. Yeah. So we inflated the pool, filled up the pool, stripped off, and sat in the pool, drinking cruises.
By ourselves. We're going to sound like losers.
We're definitely something to talk about. There was definitely some heads being turned.
Yep.
Some people coming over to talk to us.
Yeah, we did actually make some friends through it. So, it was a winner. Anyway, no wonder no one wanted to be our friend.
Actually true. So Amy would throw an empty beer can at me and I would just yeet it with the cricket bat.
Abby's actually pretty good at cricket. I don't know if anyone knows this.
I know, right? I was very surprised. I think it was the added alcohol that kind of just made me...
Cruises equal... cricket talent.
Yeah. So I was hitting the tins. They were hitting people. One dude actually got it and he was like, yeah, and went to throw the tin back and pegged it straight at another girl. I was like, oh my God, we need to leave. Anyway, so it was a great like party.
Good fun.
Yeah. Okay, so if you've ever been to a Hottest 100 party, you will notice that there's 5 kinds of people.
Yeah.
At
Specifically
a Hottest 100
5.
party.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd share with you the 5 kinds of people that are at a Hottest 100 party.
Yes. Yeah.
Number
AA
1.
certified. Go.
Me?
Yeah. All yours.
So number 1 is the hardcore indie. Yeah. Thinks the Hottest 200 is better than the Hottest 100. They're probably also wearing like a flower crown or something. But they're just the hardcore indie.
Yeah.
Standing there dancing by themselves.
Yeah. In I'm picturing like a button down floral
dress.
but like Oh, okay. You're thinking dress.
Oh, you're thinking a kimono, babes.
Am I?
With fringe, right?
Oh, yeah. In one of them and a flower crown.
Right. What's the second kind of person?
The second kind of person is the one that's there for the party and not for the hottest 100.
True.
Nicknamed fake fan.
Yes.
So they'll usually be standing in the corner telling everyone how excited they are for Lemon Cordiale's next song. They voted for WAP.
Yep.
And
they're so excited to hear Confidence by Ocean Alley.
Yeah.
That's
so the
fake
pick.
fans, number 2.
Number
three is the Triple J head.
Mm-hmm.
The one who lives and breathes Triple J.
Hottest 100 is better than Christmas for these people.
Yes.
These are the kind of people that probably want to walk down the aisle to the sound of Hobber and Hing's voice. Like, they're just addicted to,
Yeah. And they obviously drink White Claws.
Obviously. They're also, I've noticed, there's always like one person at the party who knows the name and artist of the song in the second bar. Like, they just call it as, like they're waiting for the next song.
But they're not like enthusiastic about it. They're competitive, trying to tick off all their votes.
Yeah.
And say, I voted for this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. There's no room for fun for these people. It's serious. It's a big deal.
They've probably like placed money on it, like bet
probably,
on it.
Yeah. Number 4 is the druggie. This is the one that's passed out for the first 50 and then probably comes back to life and disappears to go, can I say get a bag on here? Well, disappears for the next 50, if you know what I mean there.
And finally, the 5th kind of person at the Hottest 100 party is the, skinny white girls wearing swimmers, sitting in a blow-up
kiddie pool,
probably drinking out of the cruisers, like the case of cruisers that they've just bought. They keep the party alive.
They do. They're playing tinny cricket by themselves.
Yeah, they probably don't know anyone else at the party.
No.
But they're belting the songs at the top of their lungs.
They're having a good time.
Yeah.
Those are my favourite kinds of people.
I think we can relate to those kinds of people at the party. But in all seriousness, there's so many different kinds of people at a Hottest 100 party. And there's definitely those 5 stereotypes.
Yeah. You all know what we're talking about.
Yeah. If you've ever been to a Hottest 100 party, you will literally know exactly what we're talking about.
Yes. Anyway, speaking of Hottest 100, Abby, what were your thoughts on the lineup this year?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will say that maybe only like 4 of my songs made it into the Hottest 100. I thought it was interesting though. There was a lot of like different music that's not normally in the countdown.
Yeah.
Like there was actually so much of Juice WRLD and like the Kid Laroi.
Yeah.
They took over.
Yeah.
They had a lot of songs in this year's countdown.
I think that's like
rightfully so.
Yeah, and also like probably a result of like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
agree.
I mean?
There was a lot of TikTok songs in there as well.
Yeah. I just feel like though, like obviously 2020 was a very different year, and so everyone was releasing music. There was just so much to choose from.
Yeah.
Because usually I feel like every other year I've kind of been like, yeah, that makes sense, like the order or whatever.
Yeah.
This year there was a lot of songs that got in that I was like, how is that top 100 and then these other songs aren't? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it's also really hard because, you know, Triple J is the company that, supports music, obviously.
Yeah.
Live music, Australian music, shows, festivals. And it's also been really hard this year, or the past year actually, because there's been no festivals.
Yeah.
It's hard to discover kind of not just new music and new artists, but, you know, like popular ones that you wouldn't normally listen to or anything like that. And it's hard to become inspired by that.
Yeah. And you definitely gain like a new appreciation for certain artists or whatever when you hear them live.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel like there were some that just were robbed, but I feel like if people had heard
live shows,
then it would have been in there.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's really interesting
overlooked.
to see the how like actual live music and festivals like have an impact on all of that, because I feel like if there was, I know that TikTok wasn't really as big previous year. I don't even know if it was if it existed, wasn't it? And if it did, it wasn't as big of a thing the year
it definitely
prior.
took off in 2020.
I feel like the songs that were in the
Yeah, I think because TikTok really took over in 2020.
Yeah.
And no one could go to like festivals or whatever.
So all the TikTok songs were kind of in the Hottest 100.
Like it was heavily influenced by TikTok.
Yeah, rather than watching brand new artists and Australian artists and stuff like that.
Yeah, and not a lot of big TikTok songs have been Australian artists.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like this year's Hottest 100 was a lot of overseas, you know, which is a shame, I guess, but next year. There's always next year.
What can you do?
What can you do?
Yeah. Anyway, we just thought we'd like share that because that is a very big part of our lives as well. Like we're very influenced by music and
TikTok.
And TikTok, exactly. So yeah, we just thought we'd kind of just talk about that for a little.
Anyway, moving right along.
Yeah. So then after that we drove from Newcastle to Sydney.
The next day, we weren't under the influence.
No, we were not. And life in Sydney is exactly how I remembered it.
Yeah,
I was scared when we were at home. We were home for so long.
Yeah.
I've forgotten what my life in Sydney was like.
Yeah.
And so I was nervous to come back because I was just thinking, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And like, you know, my life is so different like now I was on the Gold Coast now. But then since coming back here, we've been here for one night and I felt like I've never left. Yeah.
The whole Gold Coast thing feels like a dream
and
or
I
something.
don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I always feel like this though. Whenever I go home, I feel like my life in Sydney doesn't exist. It's just like in my head. Yeah. And then I come back to Sydney and the whole Gold Coast thing just doesn't feel real.
Yeah,
you know?
It just didn't even happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have to wear masks in Sydney now. Masks are mandatory.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to have to go buy some.
Yeah. I have like one or two laying around, I think. But
yeah, they're probably, I have some too, but they're probably like used and stuff from like ages ago. So yeah, it's going to be very different trying to adjust back here in Sydney, especially like with the Rona, because up in Queensland we have said this before, but they're very much in a Rona bubble.
Yeah, it barely
nothing's
exists.
Getting in or out. Of there. Whereas, and it's fair because you know Sydney's a city of 5 million people. That's Sydney, let alone the whole state. So it's going to take a lot of getting used to kind of back into. You know, leaving the house with a mask and just making sure that we're really safe and always like cleaning everything. And it's going to be an adjustment that I'm not sure if I'm ready for.
Okay, so next we wanted to play a game.
Yes. It's always fun playing a game here.
We love playing games.
Yes. All
Take what
kinds
you
of
will
games.
from that.
So what's this game called?
Finish the song lyric game.
Yes, that is what is the game is
the official
called
title.
Yes.
Yep. Is good.
Take a shot every time I say is. So we've both come up with obviously song lyrics.
Yep.
That we will say.
The name speaks for itself. You know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like me to go first or would you like to or do you want to go 1-1?
Let's go 1-1-1-1. I'll go first because I have an extra one.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. First one.
Go.
It's going in dry.
Is that a TikTok song? I don't know it.
Think.
Do I know this song?
Yes.
Have you heard me sing it?
Yes.
Is it WAP or something?
Finish the lyrics.
Okay, I have no idea, so I'm just gonna make it up. It's going in dry. I don't want to lie. Is that what it's supposed?
I don't think that's what Cardi B is trying to say in that.
Is it what?
It is what?
Well, I was never gonna guess it.
Oh, whatever. Surely you know all the words.
No, I don't know all the words. What are you going to tell me what it actually is, or is it not appropriate?
I'm not going to say it because I wanted you to say it, and obviously you didn't say it. So everyone else knows it's going in dry.
Ready?
Yeah.
Body yada 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 yada. Yada 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 yada.
Body yada 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 yada.
What's the next bit? I was looking for the
body crazy into a big titty little waist.
It's pretty close, I think.
What is it?
I forgot to write it down. Here we go. Body crazy, curvy, wavy, the inappropriate. Yeah.
Itty little waist.
That's it. Well done.
Wow.
Next one.
Thanks. All right. Waking up beside you.
That is in about 5,000 songs.
No, we sing this song together. We also do a little dance.
Beside you. Waking up beside... What?
Would you like me to sing it?
Please.
Waking up
beside you, I'm a loaded gun.
Sorry, what are the lyrics?
Beside you, I'm a loaded gun.
Oh, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Who's that by?
One Direction.
Yeah, One Direction.
Do you remember the 21st night of September?
Do you remember?
That's it.
The 21st night.
I don't know where the accent came from.
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
Who knows the next line to that song?
Me.
I don't.
It's iconic. Love was changing the minds, pretenders.
Oh, I should have gone. Ha 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 ha. We save the day every day. Oh.
Every girl's a super girl, crazy.
Yeah, Miss Jojo
Siwa.
Yeah, packing up the tunes.
That fire you ignited. Goodbye and understood.
Burns, will it step inside it? Your love is ultraviolet.
I don't think that was quite it, but you had the enthusiasm.
I know it's called Ultraviolet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Angus Thongs, beautiful movie.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. Just a classic.
Movie.
Thought you was different, Georgia.
I thought you was different, Georgia. Why do your legs look like giant cheese puffs? What's the name of the cat? Angus.
Libby, stop putting Angus in the freezer.
Stop dressing Angus in drag.
I thought we were supposed to go as hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. Jazz. Cocktail sausage. Yellow washes me out. It's such a good movie. Oh, God. We should watch that after this.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
What's he doing now?
I saw this photo of him, like on Instagram or maybe it was Facebook or something. Him now. And he looks weathered.
Does he?
Yes.
Poor Robbie.
He does not look like what he used to.
How old would he be now?
Well, that
look
movie
him up.
came out, 20 years ago? 15, 20 years
probably.
ago. And he is underpast weathered. Like, he is... Like, the cyclone and the tsunamis and all of the natural disasters
the poor guy.
have taken it out on him, unfortunately.
He's in his 30s.
But why does he look like... Have a look what he looks like.
You can't be that attractive when you're 16 or whatever and not go downhill. He peaked.
Can I see?
And it would be unfair if he didn't.
It was like a bad photo of him and he was going out to get the mail or something and he
Right. Oh, okay. So the poor guy, was he in a robe?
He doesn't even look like he did.
No.
That's a new person.
Yeah. And the main girl is married to Ron Weasley.
I know.
And they have a kid.
Rupert.
RuPaul.
No, I said Rupert. Rupert Murdoch. Wait, what?
Rupert Grint, I think.
They're having a baby.
Yeah, Rupert Murdoch and the girl from Angus Thongs. I think they already had it, didn't they?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Maybe the baby's 2 or something. I wonder if it's Rangas.
That's isn't that a what's it called? Like the gene that usually wins?
Recessive.
No, recessive's the other one, isn't it? Dominant. Isn't that a dominant gene?
No, it's a recessive gene.
Oh, is it?
Hair, but normally
it's very common for a recessive gene. How did we get here?
I saw this thing and it was like, our rank is a race. Because there's a lot of them. Not that we have anything against people with red hair, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
No, it's not funny, but what we're saying right now is funny.
No, you know what? I think this is now I'm going to get in trouble by the Ranga males,
the orangutan community.
But I think girls with red hair are beautiful.
Yeah, because generally a girl with red hair has curly red hair and a lot of freckles and oh my God, they look like the chick off Brave. You had the chance to change your fate, would ya? That's a Disney princess.
Yeah.
I think they're beautiful as well.
Yeah. I've always loved red hair.
And I think red hair is
girls.
I don't know exactly what the percentage is, but it's like 1% of like the population has like a red hair. So it's very rare, but there's a lot of them. And same with like, I saw another thing was people with green eyes. Apparently only 3% of people have green eyes.
You don't see it much, like fully, like proper green.
Yeah. Mine are like, they're green. They do change colour. I have like this weird colour where they go from either green, blue or grey. And it depends on like the seasons and stuff. And also what I wear, which like brings out my, like the colour in my eyes. But yeah, I call them green because generally they're green. But you never see like the, you know, like traffic light green.
Speaking of that, I've noticed that like mine are like brown or like hazel kind of. But if I'm really anxious, they go like a dark green.
Really?
Which is strange. Dead giveaway, isn't it? When I'm nervous. I'm not nervous right now, am I? Or am I?
They're actually very brown right now.
Yeah, so I'm very calm.
I find that, I know your eyes are hazel, but like, I find that people even with like chocolate brown eyes,
like
they're like, my eyes are hazel. No, babes, you got black pits in your eyes. Like, there's no hazel in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, red hair is very rare. 1% of the population has it. Yeah.
Good for you guys.
If like all the reds like got together and like took over.
I didn't know you were going to say took over, but I saw this thing on Facebook like a month ago. In Ireland, they have a festival for redheads, and all the redheads just get together and just like celebrate,
just,
I
like,
guess.
Exchange numbers and like hang out in packs.
Just like, I don't know what they do there. I just saw this photo of like 50,000 redheads standing in a field.
That's called a sacrifice.
I don't think they were doing anything dodgy though.
Oh God, that's so random. But yeah. So like if you could design a child, as in like this child's made in a lab.
Yeah.
And there's a multi-choice like questionnaire that you fill out for the child. Appearance-wise. Let's like not do brains or anything like that.
Yeah, okay.
Like if you could choose, like what would you choose? Like you could tick, you want this colour hair, you want this colour eyes, you want this height, this like everything. Like what would you choose?
I've always, when I was younger, actually, I had this thing about how I really wanted a little boy with blonde curly hair.
Right.
And I think like blue eyes are nice, but everyone's going to say that. Like that's the one that everyone wants, you know? But again, that's a recessive gene, so it's not going to happen to me because look at these. But anyway.
Recessive genes are like feisty buggers though. Like
yeah, I mean like obviously they win sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Like height?
Oh, like when they get older?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to the tall people that I'm about to offend, but like life must be tough up there.
I'd love to live in the day that tall. Like I am pretty tall, like for a girl, but I'd love to be a foot taller than I am and live the day like that. But I wonder how I would feel in that situation if I would like shoulders back, I'm this tall, blah, blah, blah. Or if I would kind of be like, oh my gosh, what's going on, you know?
Well, if you were just rocking it for a day, surely you'd own it, you know?
Yeah, I'd definitely go like play basketball.
Yeah. I'd love to be like 7 foot for a day just to see what it's like up there.
Yeah. I'm
living life down here at 5'2". Like it's pretty tough. What would your ideal child look like?
Just so you know, this is not on our plan. Every week we write out like a rough plan of like where the episode's going to go. Otherwise we will literally sit here and talk about it would just always get inappropriate.
Yeah.
So this is very off script.
Yeah, we haven't been on the script for about 15 minutes.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
So if I could design my baby in a lab,
yeah.
I don't know. This is kind of weird because I'm similar to this, but I've always wanted kids that have like dark brown hair and then like green eyes.
Yeah. Well, then you probably will have that.
Yeah, I hope so.
So
you know what I heard? Okay, so last week we talked about the purple hair theory.
We did, yeah.
Okay, I actually have heard another boy theory.
Lay it on me.
Okay, so this boy said a girl who's brunette, like a really hot brunette, is hotter than a hot blonde. Okay? So if you have like a 10 out of 10 blonde and a 10 out of 10 brunette female, like the brunette girl is always going to be hotter. Okay?
Right.
But if you have an average blonde and an average brunette girl, they're both, let's say 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Then the average blonde is hotter than the average brunette.
I can see how that would hold some merit. If you look at like
Kendall Jenner.
Okay, Kendall Jenner.
Brunette, 10 out of 10.
Gigi Hadid.
Gigi Hadid, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I'd choose Kendall.
I mean, I don't know.
It's all about personality, actually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But let us know if you're a boy watching. Is that... like, I actually I do see where that's coming from.
Because if there was a 10 out of 10 brunette boy and a 10 out of 10 blonde boy, I think I'd choose the brunette boy.
Well, can we name... Okay, who's a 10 out of 10 blonde boy?
So 10 out of 10 brunette boy, Shawn Mendes.
Fucking I got excited. Austin Butler.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Austin Mahone. Is that his name?
I don't know who it is. Is he a
Anyway,
TikToker?
let's do Austin Butler.
Yeah, okay.
Full 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Shawn Mendes, 10 out of 10 brunette. I'm still picking Shawn Mendes.
I would pick Shawn Mendes
also,
any day of the week.
because I have a weird obsession with him.
Yeah, true.
But like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe there's some merit there, but I think it's also a bit of personal preference.
Also, it's a fucking hair colour.
Yeah. Also true.
It's what's on the inside that counts.
Very correct.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get back on book or something.
I think so too. Shit, we do not understand.
Mm-hmm.
This one was actually sent in.
It was?
From a big fan.
He's going to love that.
I'm definitely not going to say his name.
No.
Because he will just clout chase that to the end of time.
Yeah. We know him.
Yeah, we know him. We're
everyone's like
friends with anyway. So he sent this in and I was like, oh, that's great. Because I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
How does a plane fly?
Mm-hmm. So how does it get in the air and what makes it stay there?
Yeah, so there's multiple like levels to this answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So guess number 1. Obviously it has something to do. I start that every week.
Every time.
Obviously it has something to do with, and Amy's just laughing over it because it doesn't. It has, like, I know that you put like engine fuel, whatever it's called, into the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's a lot of times that you sit on it and they're like, oh, we're about to be disembarking, but we just got to fill up the tank. I mean, they don't say it like that. They'd say it.
We just got to top up the tank.
We're just going to pump and dump, ladies and gentlemen. So obviously, like, it has something to do with the fuel.
Yeah.
We know all about fuel now.
We know lots about fuel.
Because of some history that's happened here on previous AA meeting episodes and guessing and whatnot. So there's like a chemical reaction with the fuel, like it heats up, it like explodes and yada yada yada,
sets on fire.
Yeah. So that part I get, but then that's how it moves. Okay, how does it get into the air and stay in the air? Has something to do with the shape of it and the propellers. Is that what they're called?
I think so.
The things that go around and around and around.
I think propellers,
propellers.
I think propellers was right.
Okay, cool. Propellers. So I think that the way that it stays in the air, the propellers face down.
Have you ever seen an aeroplane?
And they like push you in the air. Does that make sense? So there's different kinds of propellers. There's like ones that push you forward and then ones that like push you up like a spaceship.
Oh, okay.
Is that right? So it's all propellers.
So they just, okay. I see where you go. What's that called? Like, it's like a giant jetpack. Is that what you kind of, okay. No, not quite.
Oh, but what about everything else I just said?
It does have something to do with the shape and the propellers obviously help.
Yeah.
But there's no down propellers.
How the fuck does it stay up then? The reason that it's going up and forward is because it has something to do with radio frequency.
We're back to radio frequency.
I don't know. My mind's actually really tripping right now. It has something to do with it. You know?
Correct. It does.
Yeah, it does that.
It does do that, and it has something to do with that.
How does it do that?
Okay. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, just tell me. I actually just can't right now.
Okay. An airplane goes really, really fast, right? Yeah. Obviously, if it takes us 10 hours to drive from Gold Coast to Sydney, it takes an hour on a plane. So because you're going so fast, it says a plane's engines are designed to move it forward at high speed, just to move it forward, right? That makes airflow rapidly over the wings, which throw the air down toward the ground, generating an upward force called lift that overcomes the plane's weight and holds it in the sky. So you're going so fast like fast. What am I trying to say? You're going forward so quickly that the wind picks up the wings.
Picks it up and
Yeah.
I'm so no, I'm not confused. I understand it, but like there's no way that the air's just like, oh yeah, I got you, bro. I'll just hold you up.
Yeah, look, it's probably a bit more complicated than that because I'm only reading like the very first definition that comes up when you Google it.
Yeah.
But it's just something to do with because you're going so quickly, the wind lifts it up, apparently. Do we want to move on to question of the podcast?
Yeah.
Let's. Today's question is...
We didn't sing it.
Oh, sorry. Question podcast. Gets a bit better every week, I think.
That was better than last week.
Last week's was terrible.
Last week was like an abomination.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. But anyway, question of the podcast is, what is the worst possible name you could give your child? We've talked about children a lot on this episode.
That's true.
Anyway.
Must be in the air.
Oh, I hope not.
No, so what's the worst possible name you could give your child? I think names that are like for old people is kind of torture to a child. Imagine naming like your little baby girl, like looking at her going, oh, that's a baby Ruth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think like old people names is kind of torture.
Yeah. Well, my pop is Frank. Imagine calling your kid Frank.
Imagine, looking at a child and going, that's a Ned.
Ned's not that old, is it?
I don't know, but why Ned?
I know a very nice Ned.
Oh, I'm sure you do. But like, why would you look at your child and say
that's a Ned?
That's a Ned.
Looks like a Ned to me.
What about like Gertrude?
Gertrude. I've always hated the name. I'm sorry if you're watching this as your name. It's my personal opinion. Desiree.
I've actually never heard of that name before.
Oh, really? I've always hated the name Desiree. I don't know what it is. It just annoys me.
Do you know anyone with weird names?
My great-grandma used to live next to a lady whose first name was Ophelia and surname was Dicky. So I'm not going to put it all together, but you can figure out what
No!
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And that was a real name. Surely you say that out loud and go...
their full name.
That's not right.
Yeah, I know, right? My doctor back in Queensland, so he's a doctor, so obviously like you say doctor.
Yeah.
His surname is Horny.
Dr. Horny. Sounds like a bad porno.
Yeah, imagine being an 8-year-old child going to that doctor. So strange. My cousin, her, we used to laugh about this all the time. The principal of her school was Mrs. Carol Fajada.
Oh, that is terrible. It's bad when it's like a last name. Like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about the last name apart from marry someone with an actual last name.
Yeah, an actual one.
Well, like a real one, you know?
Yeah,
That's just made up shit.
Yeah.
I know someone it was a school teacher, Mr. Lesberg.
That's terrible.
My Italian teacher in high school was Senor Ham. We had Mrs. Sawyer. We had Mrs. Lamb. We had... Who else did we have at school? Obviously, you get a lot of the, like, Dick ones. Like, Dixon.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Dick. Like...
Poor Ophelia.
I want to get a dog, and I'm going to call it Pat.
Pat the dog?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Thanks.
There are other, I'm sure, back to like the naming your kid thing, there would be other names like Ophelia's that...
Last name, Normus. What's the first name?
Richard, which...
No, Dixie.
Oh, Dixie. I was gonna say Dick, but that would be Dick. Wait, what did you say the last name is?
Normus.
Oh, that would just be Dick Normus. Just kind of funny too.
Dick Normus. Anyway, I think that's where we're going to end it with a bit of a Dick Normus there.
I think we need
to. Pack it up, pack it in.
Let us sign out.
Thanks for watching or thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
If you've gotten to the end of this episode, like
Yeah.
The biggest thank you.
Good on you.
We do understand if you're watching or listening, this might have been a struggle to get through.
It's been a shit show.
It's been a struggle to film, but no, it hasn't. Like, obviously we enjoy this, but we really appreciate you guys for supporting us. As always, you know what to do. Mm-hmm. Like everything, subscribe, you know, tell your friends, tell your aunts, tell your uncles, everyone about the AA, spread the word, you know.
Spread the word.
Yeah. Message us any suggestions, questions.
Please.
We've been posting on our Instagram stories, like kind of like swipe up, message us about what you want to see. Mm-hmm. Been getting some good interactions there. Yeah. We love talking to you guys. Mm-hmm. So
we read every comment on every platform.
Yeah.
Even when it hurts. So
especially when it hurts.
So we will see whatever you say.
Yeah. So thanks again. We do love you, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
12 is up next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dozen.
Bloody hell.
Bloody dozen.
Cool.
Okay, signing out. Ta-ta!
Adios, amigos. What? It's amigos.
Adios! Bye!
You! Welcome to my up home. I'm Lil Shorty, these my hoes. This is how we run this shit. Piss Olympics, let's go!
I wonder how long that blue hair's been on my tits.